Hey guys, welcome back to Happiness 101. I'm Josh, and today we'll be starting our discussion on a very important topic when it comes to our happiness, and that topic is relationships. It's not often that researchers and scientists in multiple fields share the same perspective on any one topic or idea, but when it comes to our happiness, there is an overwhelming consensus on just how vital positive relationships are to that happiness. We'll spend the next few videos covering why this is the case and steps we can take to improve our relationships. First, let's address the why of why are relationships in any form so important to our overall happiness. The most obvious answer is that we're naturally social creatures. So much of what we've been able to accomplish as a species is due to collaborative efforts from multiple people or groups. What more is a business than a unified group of people working towards the same goals? There are hundreds of great examples of how non-intimate relationships can help us work faster and more efficiently, but this still doesn't fully address the question of why we automatically and instinctively derive pleasure and happiness from relationships even when we're so young that we can't conceptualize what these relationships bring and reward us with in our lives. So to fully answer this question, we need to take a look at natural selection and how the effects of it have shaped our modern day human brains. Let's imagine a group of 10 unified primitive humans living a few thousand years ago. Now let's say that one couple from this group, for whatever reason, decides they want to split off and travel and live alone. How much more likely do you think it is that they will have an easier time surviving in the wild than the unified group of 8 people? Probably not too likely. And even if they do survive long enough to produce offspring and keep their gene pool going, that child will no doubt be less safe from the dangers of the wild than if they were in a larger group with other people to help protect the infants. So, over time, humans that inherently gravitated towards larger groups and maintaining relationships outside of purely intimate mating relationships were more likely to have their offspring survive for longer and prosper better than those who didn't, thus stacking the gene pool with people who derived pleasure from and valued maintaining social relationships. This idea that having and maintaining social relationships makes us happier may seem intuitive to some, but we often receive mixed messages when we look around. We might think it's more noble to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, or we try and assert our independence so heavily that we end up distancing ourselves from the people we truly care about. Extreme dependence is certainly an unhealthy trait, but so is extreme independence. When it comes to relationships and happiness, there's so much to talk about. So if you want to learn more, tune into the next Happiness 101 or find a Hapacus class. Keep happy, everyone.